So chances are, at some point in time in your life, you've been inside of an elevator. You know exactly where you're going. You know exactly what floor you want to get off, and there's nothing to stop you but a couple of buttons, a couple of floors, and some time to wait as the ride. Well, with that in mind, I want to talk to you about knowing exactly where to get off, when to get on. And if you can imagine for a second, you stepping on that elevator with someone, by passenger or stranger or friend, acquaintance, whatever you want. You get on that elevator knowing exactly where you want to go. But before you can get to the operating system, your passenger pushes a button. Now, for those of you that have been in a hurry or a hospital or a situation or, trying to get to that penthouse floor, pushing that button is another delay. It's an alternate route. Sometimes, that person may push that button and get off on the 5th floor and you're meaning to go to the top, to the 20th or the 13th or whatever. And you have to make that stop. Most of us graciously let that person do what they're doing. They get off on the 5th floor and then somebody else comes on. But because you didn't push that button, now they're going down. And you have to backtrack and go all the way back down to that bottom floor. And you get to that bottom floor and you got to start the process over and over again. Obviously, I'm being somewhat facetious and comical about the ride and the adventures and the aggravations that we may have sitting inside of that elevator. But the idea is the same. We have a journey in life. We have a goal, an idea, a base we want to set in mind. We want to reach the top and the pinnacle of that. But we let someone get on and push our buttons. They get off of that elevator and they go about their merry way and they're going their destination, they're going their life. But we're trapped in that elevator, stuck on that floor that they navigated us to. So be wary of who you let on that elevator, who controls and who pushes those buttons, where you need to get to, and what waits and what stops that you have in mind. This is just a thought of how we can control our lives and our situations and our surroundings, and how the slightest deviation can take us off of our path. Understanding that will continue and help you in your journey. It's just a moment of self-reflection. 24 hours better. Welcome back. Today's a little bit of a challenge. I want you to look at everything you are, whether it be parent, mother, father, son, daughter, student, worker, co-worker, employee, and, scholar, aptitude, anything that you have in those attributes of life. I want you to look at that, athlete, and then think about everything that you want to be. You want to manifest that, everything that you may have self-doubt about, everything you may have reservations about becoming. I'm not this because of, or I can't do this because of. And we want to remove that word. We want to remove that word can't. I want you to think about everything that you want to be, everything that you don't think that you already are. I want to be a better cook. I want to be a better husband. I want to be a better wife. I want to be a better student. I want to be more involved. I want to be more active. I want us to take that and consider the steps that we have to take. Well, I want to be a little bit more involved. Let's take that for an example. How do we do that? How do we become that? I want us to take just one task at a time. Well, I want to be more involved. Well, make it a habit of asking your spouse every morning, hey, what are you doing today? Tell them how you feel. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about you today. I want to be more involved. I want to be, let me go catch my son or daughter or playing or whatever, sport game, sport event. I just want to ask them how they felt. It doesn't take long to develop these kind of habits. And as long as we continue to do these habits, build these habits, we can do them. It just takes a little bit more time. I'm not the greatest chef or the greatest cook, but taking and following the instructions that someone else led on a cooking app has helped me tremendously. And I keep practicing and keep doing. That's the trick, is to always show up. Always show up for the things that you want to become. With that, 24 hours better.